Hi and welcome to Lauren's Bliss Yoga. So this is going to be a quick yoga session for releasing tension into the shoulders and the neck, where a lot of us tend to hold a lot of stress and tension. So if we start by just coming into a comfortable seat, if you do have a block or a pillow, you can just lift the hips up slightly. And just placing our arms down, our hands down on our thighs, sitting up tall, but relaxing the shoulders down and away from our ears. And just closing the eyes for a moment if it feels right. Just relaxing our face muscles and just starting to become aware of our breath. Just becoming aware of where we're breathing into, whether we're breathing into the belly or the chest, or whether we can feel movement in both areas. And just starting to slow the breath down. Just taking a minute to connect with ourselves, our body. And opening up the eyes, still lengthening the breath. And inhaling as we place our hands onto our shoulders. And taking rotations. So we're going to pull the elbows back and down, and then in and forward. Exhaling them down, inhaling them up. Taking it as slow as you want to. But trying to create a large range of motion. Just warming up the shoulders. And then rotating that circle the other way. And just relaxing the arms back down. And just looking over towards your left and dropping the head back. And then over to the right. So you're just taking a half circle back. Inhaling one way, exhaling the other. And then just bringing the head back up to center. Inhaling, reaching the arms up overhead, interlacing the fingers, and then dropping them onto the back of the head, cupping the head. And exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale, opening up, lifting your gaze, pushing the chest forward. Exhale as you bring the chin down. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, bringing the chin down. And inhale, opening, pushing the chest forward. This time exhale, but curving the spine and the chin down to the chest. Inhale, opening up. And exhale, curving the spine. And one more. And inhale, back to center. And we're going to exhale, so we just drop our chin down, just stretching out the back of the neck, letting the elbows fall in. Making sure our spine is still long. We're not curving the spine, but we're just feeling a nice stretch along the back of the neck. And exhale, release. Bringing the hands down beside you and placing your left hand underneath your bum. And then dropping your right ear to your right shoulder And then you can use your right hand, just placing it gently on the head. Feeling a stretch along the right side, the left side of the neck. And if you tilt your head back slightly, you might feel more of a stretch into the front of the neck. And if you tilt it forward, you might feel it more in the back. Just playing around with the movement to find what feels good for you, where you're holding any tension, just working into them areas. Relaxing the left arm. And on your next exhale, releasing. And now placing the right hand underneath the right bum, glute, dropping the left ear to the left shoulder, bringing our left hand up and over, just taking it onto the other side. Again, you can play with the position of the head, tilt it back slightly, maybe forward. And then exhale, releasing. And we'll come into a tabletop position. So we want our knees to be underneath our hips, our toes untucked. And then we're going to walk the hands forward and then drop the chest down. So either our forehead will come down onto the mat, or either our chin, or maybe our chest. Just reaching the hands forward, resting the forehead or the chin down, and just pushing down through the armpit. And to make this pose a little bit more intense, you can tuck the toes and then start to tuck the tailbone. And you should feel a little bit more of an opening. Making sure that you're still breathing, connecting and lengthening the breath. And then as you inhale, just walking both hands over now to the right side. Again, resting your head down onto the ground, your chin or your chest. And on your next inhale, walking back through center with the hands, and now over to the left. And inhaling back to center. Coming back up to table. We're just going to come onto our belly. So from table, just shifting the weight forward, letting the elbows stay in towards the body and slowly lowering down all the way onto our belly. And from here, we're just going to extend the right arm out towards the right side, straight. We're going to roll over, bringing the left foot down onto the ground behind us, relaxing the head down and the left arm pushing down into the mat. Opening up the front of the shoulder now. And you can play with bringing the arm up, seeing how that changes the stretch for you. Or you can just rest the arm on your hip, resting the hand on your hip. Maybe closing the eyes. Just being with yourself, feeling the sensation of the stretch. And exhaling back onto your belly. And now extending the left arm, doing the same thing, rolling over, relaxing the head down onto the ground, planting that right foot flat behind the knee. Leaving our hand where it is, the right hand, or you can bring it up and extend, or placing it onto the hip. And on your next exhale, rolling back over slowly. Bringing the hands down beside the chest, pushing into the hands, lifting up the hips, coming onto the knees, and then coming into a seat. From here, we'll just bring our left arm across our body, and the right arm is going to cup underneath. Shoulders low. And exhale, release. Inhale, swapping over to the other side. Keeping our shoulders low again. Now feeling a nice stretch on the outside of the shoulder. And exhale, release. Just noticing how your shoulder feels. And inhaling, reaching both arms up overhead. Gazing up towards the hands. Exhaling, bringing our hands towards our heart. Namaste.